What's up, YouTube? Ordinary average guy here with another video, and I'm itching to get started. Alright, first thing at the top of the list is President Trump and DACA. I want it to be known that both of my parents and grandparents from both sides are immigrants, okay? And they came to this country, started businesses, and became citizens, and then I was born. I was not an anchor baby. With that said, let's take it back 8 years when Mr. Obama was running for president, and he promised not only the immigrants but the gays and lesbians that he was going to take care of all of their problems in his first term. Did he do that? Hell no. He went 8 years, and all he did was start this DACA program, which was basically just kissing ass. He didn't address nothing. He used executive order to sign a piece of paper that gave these dreamers some security, or at least he thought so. But he took the easy way out. See, he didn't go through all the rigmarole and all the bullshit, going through Congress, this, that, and the other. He just signed an executive order and said, anchor babies, yeah, they've been here. Yeah, leave them here. Now, President Trump said that he was going to restore this country back to what it was. He was going to make America great again. And that included dealing with immigration. Now, I'm not against immigration. I have no problem with immigrants who come here the right way. I have no problem with immigrants that cross our border and go to the immigration office and sign up for a green card. Have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is immigrants that come here, have babies in my country, and expect my government via tax money to pay for their baby, to pay for their housing, to pay for their food, to pay for their rent, etc., etc., etc. I got a problem with that. Now, I know an immigrant family where I live that came here from Mexico, and I'm boasting about them all the time on what great people they are. They run a little restaurant. By the way, the food is excellent. El Super Taco here in town. They're clean. They're respectable, they're hardworking, and they're doing things the right way. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying that you have to follow the law? Why is it okay for immigrants to come in here, illegal immigrants to come in here, and suck the fat off of this country? Now the immigrants come to have babies, and the law is, if you ain't a citizen, you pack up and you get the fuck out. If you don't have the proper paperwork, get stepping and take your kids with you. What the hell is this place? A melting pot of welfare? Hell no. So Donald Trump is doing what he promised his constituents that he was going to do. And I'm proud of him for doing that. He's taken a lot of shit for it. And you know what? The man said what he said, and he's doing what he said. Now, he hasn't accomplished everything yet, so, you know, I don't want to put, too many feathers in his cap. But he's doing the best that he can, and I support him 100%. Now, those people that have to leave, you got family. I mean, that's what family's for, right? Isn't that what you do when you need a place to stay? When you ain't got a place to live, you go live with your family. So you go live with your relatives, your family, wherever they may be, and you sign up to come back to this country and you do it the right way. Then you don't have nothing to worry about. And then when your kids are born, they don't have nothing to worry about. But I want to play a little clip for you here, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't know much about this editing, so you're going to have to watch this video on my phone, and then I'm going to comment, okay? So here goes.
I mean, think about this. This is the United States of America, and we're putting kids, young people, who are contributors in jeopardy. This is not the America that we all love. This is a melting pot. And by the way, if the Dreamers want to go somewhere and live, come to Ohio. We want all the immigrants to come to Ohio because we know how much they contribute to America. I wouldn't be in America if it wasn't for immigration. Who knows? Maybe I'd be the president of Croatia. You never know.
Governor, speaking of that middle ground, how much room do you think there is for an independent candidate in 2020?
Very, very difficult for an independent to run. Now, if you had a Michael Bloomberg that's willing to spend $10 billion, there's a possibility. But look, the political landscape is changing every second before our eyes, and we don't know what the future is going to bring. The public is fed up. I'm here with a bunch of people who are doing this shot, and I said, what do you think of Washington? They said, the only thing we like about it are the good restaurants. So as long as politicians can't get it together, it opens a door for even more dramatic change.
That was John Kasich, governor of Ohio. Are you fucking kidding me? Ohio wants illegal immigrants. Ohio wants immigrants that are legal. And John Kasich, you're a douchebag, okay? You're a back-sucking asshole. All right, and so is the rest of the GOP. Paul Ryan, I don't know what you are, but I think you're a disgrace. You turn your back on your president. How dare you? Okay? How dare you turn your back on your president after you promised to stand by him? So I'll tell you what, I got no respect for you, Paul Ryan. You're a jackass. And John Kasich, don't speak for the people of Ohio, because I'd be willing to bet you that they don't want illegals. They want citizens. Okay? So, now with that said, Mr. Obama didn't resolve the immigration issue. He signed a little executive order that said, yeah, you people can stay. Well, guess what? Donald Trump signed an executive order and said, you know what? Get packing. Okay? If it was so important to the goddamn Democrats to take care of immigration, they would have taken care of it during Obama. But they didn't. What they're doing is they're using the immigrants as a tool for more votes. If anybody can't see that, you need to put some glasses on. Okay? If you're not a citizen, you can't stay. It's as simple as that. Obama's deportation record is still higher than Donald Trump's, but nobody's talking about that. Anyway, I just want to let it be known that the immigrants that are in this country illegally, they need to be on a bus out of here. I don't care what anybody says. Who don't agree with that? Do you want your country full of illegal people? Do you want to go to work, and as it is now, the government's taken anywhere from 25 to 35% of regular working people, their money? And self-employed people is anywhere from 48% to over 50%. Your value as a person is in your labor. Okay? Your labor has value. And that value, the government turns into dollars and cents, which is what you use to pay your bills. And they're using the immigrants as a tool to get more votes. They go to work because they can get a job here. The government's going to pay for this, that, or the other for them, and they're taking their money. They work. The government has a way to take their money because they're working. You see? So the Democrats are not going, oh, those poor people, we feel so bad for them. Let me give them a place to live. Let me give them money. Let me do this, do that, do this, do that. They don't give a shit about you immigrants. All they care about is either A, getting votes, or B, taking your money. Like they're taking our money. You're being played. You're being used. Wake up. Immigrants that come to this country need to assimilate to be Americans. Learn how to speak English. I'm tired of pushing one for English, okay? Learn how to speak English or, starve. What can I tell you? My family, they speak Italian, but they also speak English. My grandmother, you could barely understand her, but she spoke English. And my father, the things that he says, sometimes they come out, you gotta laugh, because he sounds funny. But he speaks English, and he became a citizen. I don't know what's so wrong about illegals being deported. I have feelings, don't get me wrong. I don't want these people to get hurt or to die in the streets wherever, but something's got to be done. Okay? Build the wall. You want to come through the door that's in the wall? You got to have the right paperwork. It's as simple as that. And then you come into this country and the world is your oyster. Why is it that I'm a born here citizen of this country, but immigrants, illegal immigrants, let me make that clear, illegal immigrants have an easier time than I do when it comes to matters of the government or disability. Let's use disability. I paid into the system. I had workers that paid into the system, and then when I got hurt, the government didn't even want to know my name. So why is it okay for immigrants to get better treatment than natural born citizens of this country? I mean, it just ain't fair. And I'm not one of them crybaby whiners. I've just moved on in my life. I went through the last 8 years taking care of myself. I didn't collect 1 red cent from the government. Now, if I can if I can take care of myself without the government, then why can't the illegal immigrants? I mean, if they got enough of a nutsack to come over here, they must be prepared to take care of their damn selves. Why is it that the government has to take care of them on my dime? I'm a charitable guy. I don't mind being charitable, but not to 11 million freaking people. Not to mention how many of these illegal son of a bitches have killed Americans. Okay? How about a father and daughter walking on the pier and she's dead? They leave the house holding hands, she comes back in a goddamn bag. That's okay? Don't you people you're weeping, oh my God, it's killing you that these immigrants are being deported. Doesn't anybody think about Kate Steinle? Doesn't anybody think about what that man has to live through for the rest of his life because he decided to take his daughter for a walk down on that pier that day? Man's never going to be the same. He lost his daughter. She had a bullet in the back of her head, and the last thing she said to him was, "Daddy, help me." How many of you fucking people had to deal with that? And that was because of an illegal that was here and deported 5 or 6 times. He was a felon. How about the other poor mother? Her son was drugged to death and set on fire. What? That's okay? The guy that did that wasn't illegal. And I could go down the list. And Donald Trump said he's going to take care of that. And he will. And I support him 100%. And any of you people that lost a child from an immigrant, an illegal immigrant, I keep forgetting to put that in front, illegal immigrant, I guarantee you it would change your mind if you had to feel the anguish, the helplessness of these parents that lost children, period. I mean, I don't give a shit if it was another American that did it. Still be tragic, and there would be no difference in the amount of anguish that these people feel. But the fact of the matter is if those illegals weren't here, that wouldn't happen. If the illegal son of a bitch that killed that woman in San Francisco was kept out of here when they had him in custody and they let him go, thank you very much. Fuck you, San Francisco. If they would have kept that son of a bitch behind bars and turned him over to ICE, that woman would still be alive. So sanctuary cities, cut them off. I'm telling you, it's going to get to the point where good people are not going to have good feelings anymore because they're tired of getting screwed. They're tired of government or lack of taking care of the citizens and favoring the illegals, and that is the Democrats. And of course, most of the GOP now, because they're all kiss-ass wimps, every goddamn one of them. I can go down to John McCain. You ain't no hero. Were you a hero when you did your wet start on that carrier and 100 and some odd sailors lost their lives? Were you a hero then, John McCain? So, anything that you got to say, it don't matter. I'm standing behind my president. I'm standing behind his decisions. And I'm a red-blooded American. I love this country. And I love the people in it. Like my video. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Quit being a pussy. God bless you, America.